ever felt tired? I mean, not the kind of tired you get from a long day at work or a sleepless night. No, this is a deeper kind of exhaustion, you know? The kind that seeps into every little corner of your mind. It's the exhaustion of constantly having to be better. We're living in this time that just worships the better version. You open up social media and there it is. The better version of your friends. A fitter body, a better job, more luxurious vacations. You pick up a self-help book and it promises a more disciplined, wealthier, happier you. Even in just normal conversations, we put this pressure on each other, right? So, what's new with you? What are your plans for the future? The unspoken message is that if there's nothing new, if you don't have some grand plan to level up, you're stagnating, you're failing. And so we throw ourselves into this endless chase. We set goals that just get higher and higher. Read 50 books a year, run a marathon, learn a new language, meditate for 30 minutes every single day, own a house by 30, become a manager by 35. The list just goes on and on. But let's be real for a second. Have you ever reached one of those goals and felt truly satisfied for long? Or did that joy just vanish like a breeze before you saw another higher mountain you just had to climb? You get that salary you wanted, and suddenly you're dreaming of the next one. You lose those 5 kilos, and now you feel like you need a six-pack. That chase, that finish line called the better version. It's like chasing your own shadow. The faster you run, the faster it moves. You can never, ever catch it. It's such a sweet, cruel trap. It dresses itself up in this noble cloak of progress, of ambition, of all things good. But what it's really doing is slowly grinding us down. It makes us feel constantly inadequate, like we're never enough. It steals the joy from our present moment because our minds are so busy wandering in some imaginary future, a future where we are finally perfect. So, what's the truth? The truth is sometimes a bit harsh, but it's also incredibly gentle. Maybe, just maybe, what you really need isn't a better version in the future, but a deep acceptance and compassion for the good enough version of you that exists, right here, right now. I know. That sounds like an excuse for being lazy, doesn't it? Like you're compromising or taking a step back. I used to think that way too, until I realized that good enough doesn't mean mediocrity or stagnation. Oh no. Good enough is a quiet revolution against the relentless judgment we put on ourselves. Think about it like this. Imagine you're growing a plant. Today, it's just a small, fragile seedling. Would you stand there and scream at it, "Why aren't you a giant tree yet? Why don't you have flowers and fruit?" Of course not, right? You'd water it. You'd give it sunlight. You'd care for it. You'd appreciate its smallness, and you'd celebrate every single new leaf. You accept it for the stage it's in. And that very acceptance is what creates the perfect environment for it to grow. We are just like that plant, constantly berating ourselves, comparing and pushing to become that giant tree overnight only leads to burnout. Accepting our good enough version right now, that is the cool water, the gentle sunlight our souls are craving. Good enough is accepting that you're too tired for the gym today, so you choose a gentle 15-minute walk instead. That's not failure, that's listening to your body. Good enough is when you aim to read 50 books this year, but you only managed 15. And you feel proud of the 15 worlds you explored instead of beating yourself up over the other 35. Good enough is when you cook a meal that doesn't look like something from MasterChef, but it's warm and you get to share it with someone you love. Good enough is looking in the mirror, seeing the lines around your eyes, a few gray hairs, a body that isn't as firm as it was when you were 20, and just smiling, because those marks are the map of your life. They tell the story of your laughter, your worries, the experiences that made you who you are today. Science actually backs this up, even if it doesn't use such poetic words. Psychologists call it self-compassion. Research by Dr. Kristen Neff at the University of Texas shows that people with high self-compassion tend to have better mental health, less anxiety, and less depression. And here's the kicker: they are actually more motivated to improve themselves in a sustainable way. Why? Because they aren't driven by the fear of, I'm not good enough. They're driven by the love of, I am worthy of being cared for and growing. When you stumble, self-compassion says, oh, it's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. Let's get up and try again. Instead of that critical voice that screams, see, you failed again. Which voice do you think will help you go further? Our brains also have this thing called the hedonic treadmill. It explains why achieving a huge goal, like a promotion or buying a house, only brings happiness for a short while. We quickly get used to it and just set another higher goal. Chasing the better version is the perfect example of being on this treadmill. You just keep running and running, but you never really get anywhere. The only way out is to step off the machine and learn to enjoy the view right where you are. Now, in saying all this, I'm not telling you to give up on your dreams or ambitions. Not at all. Growth is a natural, beautiful human need. But let's change how we approach it. Instead of chasing a distant, better version, let's focus on better care for the version we are right now. You want to be healthier? Start by asking your body what it needs today. A good night's sleep, a nutritious meal, a long stretch. Don't force it to run 5 kilometers if it's telling you it's exhausted. You want to be wiser? Start with a little curiosity about something right now. Read an interesting article, listen to a podcast, ask a friend about their work. Don't pressure yourself to become a brilliant scholar overnight. You want to be happier? Start by finding one small joy today. The taste of your morning coffee, a beautiful song, a chat with an old friend. Happiness isn't some grand prize at the end of the road. It's the little sparkling pebbles you pick up along the way. Think about the Japanese art of kintsugi. When a piece of pottery breaks, they don't throw it away. No, they mend the cracks with lacquer mixed with powdered gold. The crack isn't hidden, it's highlighted. It becomes a unique, beautiful part of the object's history. It tells a story of being broken and being healed, of imperfection being turned into beauty. You and I, we are all like that piece of pottery with our own cracks, our failures, our sorrows, our flaws. Let's stop trying to hide them or smash the whole thing to start over with the perfect version. Let's use the powdered gold of acceptance and self-compassion to mend ourselves. Those very cracks are what make you unique. That good enough, patched together, but real and resilient version of you. That is the most precious version of all. So, the next time you feel that exhaustion, that pressure to be better, just give yourself permission to stop. Take a deep breath, look at the person in the mirror and say, "Hey there, you're doing great. You've come so far. You might not be perfect, but you are here. You are trying. And that is more than enough. Today, we can just be good enough. Because the truth is, the good enough version of you today, with all its tiredness, its scars, and its imperfections, that is the strongest foundation from which you can grow into any version you want to be in the future. But this time, you'll do it in a way that is healthy, sustainable, and full of